Yeah.
And my other brother John, he's 5 years older than me.
Okay.
So I'm the baby.
Okay.
But the biggest baby.
Like the tallest?
No, my brother John's actually the tallest, but I'm the biggest.
Oh, okay.
My brother John, he's the tallest, but he's like the thinnest.
Okay.
And my brother Ty, he's actually really short.
Oh, really?
He's actually really short, but he makes up for it in width because he also works out a lot.
I'm done. I'm ready. Whatever we're doing here.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are we ready?
Oh, are we rolling?
Let's do it.
He gave me the look like, are we gonna do this?
Yeah, we can cut this all out in post, right? No, leave it in.
Sometimes
All right.
the randomness discussion at the beginning is the best.
I do agree.
Oh, my family's gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, "What the hell, Joe?"
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Gylee and Friends, the podcast where you hang out with game devs and hear about, what do they hear about, Kim?
Our pixelated shenanigans.
Our what?
I was doing the
Our
slur
pixelated
like you do. I was trying to do the thing you do.
Oh,
We're never going
that's
to
our
get...
secret guest. We can't say who it is yet, though.
We can't?
It's Sean Connery. He's here. Yeah.
I've risen from the dead.
I'm your host and founder of Wait, let me try that again.
You should try it all again,
No,
honestly.
we're keeping all that.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm your host, Chris Bergman. I'm the founder and CEO of Gylee Games. Also, with me, as always, is my somewhat pleasant co-host, Kim Edwards.
Ouch. Thank you.
You're somewhat pleasant?
I'm pleasant.
You're somewhat pleasant. We've been fighting literally all day.
I've only seen you
And all you did was fight with me the whole time.
you started it.
I did not start anything. I asked you to do your job.
Hey, we have a guest.
Oh, we do have a guest. So this is a brand new friend of ours.
Yeah.
You hung out with him last night? Night before?
2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joseph Almgren is a voice actor that has recently moved to Cincinnati, Ohio, in the United States of America. Since an early age, Joe has had a passion for creating characters. It all started when Joe would watch all of his favorite superheroes on TV after school, and thus began his love for bringing characters to life with his voice. From brave heroes, sinister villains, and everyday people, Joe has a voice that perfectly fits any style and genre. So if it's an evil undead wizard, a scared out of its mind sidekick, or a youthful, intelligent voice talking about the newest phone deal, Joseph has the skills, passion, and discipline to bring any character to life with his voice. I just pulled that from his website, by the way. I didn't write that.
I appreciate you doing it.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, Joe. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for having me. This is such a big honor. Thank you so much. And yeah, we did meet Kim at the election party a couple nights ago. I met your husband there. Super
You
nice guy.
did. Yeah.
He called
He
me.
likes you a lot.
Yeah, he's basically me 20 years from now.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
So you made a good choice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like him.
He made me feel super great about myself.
Oh, good.
He compared me to Sabretooth from Marvel Comics.
Oh, yeah. I do
I see it.
remember that.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
can see
totally see it.
He makes everybody, he's got that like
yeah.
energy.
He's
that
a
he
good-
makes everyone.
he's a good-
He makes Uber drivers happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Big
One
tipper.
of those guys.
We do know this factual information.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe, welcome to Cincinnati.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
I've been here, I think going on 3 months right now.
3 months. And where did you move from?
I moved here from Maine, the state of Maine, Wales, Maine specifically.
What is in Wales, Maine?
Amish.
Oh,
Right
really?
on.
The Amish.
Did you grow up Amish?
No.
Okay.
No. I was born in Brunswick, Maine, which is in Cumberland County in the southern part of Maine, only 15, 20 minutes away from Portland. And we moved quite a bit from house to house. So I lived in Brunswick most of my life, and then we moved to Topsham, which is a town just right next to us. And then we moved to Wales, which is this super rural area. It's mostly Amish country, and the Amish were literally our neighbors. We would see horse buggies
That's cool.
going
up and down our street all the time. And it was
So pretty easy house repairs for you guys then.
actually,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
We lived on a horse farm too, so the Amish would always come by. If we needed repairs, they would always do it, and they were always super nice about it.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
We even
awesome.
got some cottages from them too. They transported them to our yard.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Damn,
They're-
built them
Heck
and
yeah.
then
They built
dropped
them and
off?
then they dropped them off in their horse and wagon.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like growing up in that environment?
Well, I would say it was a pretty standard childhood, I would say.
Mhm.
Like, it was a nice household. I just have 2 older brothers. I was the baby, so I got the most attention.
Which is why you're an actor now.
Exactly.
Need that attention.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the whole point. Yeah. And high school was, I didn't like high school, but I played a little basketball in high school.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got out of that because after a while, it was like super competitive,
Yeah.
and that just took all the fun out of it,
Sure.
Can you relate to that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, organized sports. I'm not a big organized sports guy.
No, me neither. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm an
You're
indoor
wearing
kid.
a Bengals t-shirt, Chris.
I mean, I know I'm a fan of football, but
Yeah.
I'm of the NFL. But that's not. I mean, I guess I was technically a pro athlete.
Pro
Oh, okay.
rollerblader, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of athletics was it?
I was a rollerblader in the X Games.
Oh, wow.
And,
Yeah. That's pretty competitive.
That's pretty cool.
No, it was later than that. It was like 2000, 2001.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, are there any cool
You
rollerblading
were
tricks?
literally not even born yet, I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's... oof.
1999, you said?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I wasn't around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you say any cool stories from that?
Any cool rollerblading tricks?
Oh, not at this
Oh.
point, man.
Or
I'm so
stories?
afraid to hurt myself.
Horror stories?
Not a horror story, but my favorite story is my very first E3, which would have been like 2002 or 3 maybe. I was there to skate with Tony Hawk. So they
I
had
know
a
that
big
guy.
half pipe. they had a big half pipe at E3, and
That's cool.
we skated on it. It was fun.
Wow.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But enough about me.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Cincinnati? Why Cincinnati?
Well, I started my voice acting career in Maine.
Okay.
And
Because it's kind of a career you can have anywhere, right?
it is getting
Yeah.
very remote. Like
Yeah.
people doing it from their houses.
Yeah.
But I've lived in Maine my whole life.
Yeah.
I've basically seen everything I had to see and experience in Maine.
Yeah.
Because, well, let me say that I'll say this about Maine: it's a great place to visit.
Yeah.
But if you want to live there, it can get boring because you're just surrounded by the same thing all the time.
The only thing that's there is Stephen King.
Exactly.
I think that's it, right?
And I don't
That's all I can
I'm
think
not
of.
even sure if he lives there anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It seems like he tells a lot of people he's from Maine, but I feel like he lives in like LA or Florida now.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
But if he does live in Lewiston, like great for him.
Yeah.
You can certainly afford to live someplace else.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was doing all my voice acting from Maine, and but I was just really pulled to move someplace out of the city because I've lived with my family my entire life, and I just really wanted to like really explore out on my own for a while and see what I can do in other places, in other surroundings, and I wanted to move someplace that was.
Did you just like throw a dart on a map?
No. Well, I wanted to move to Portland, Maine,
Okay.
because I did live there briefly a few years ago, and I thought it was great. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
It's a great city. Some of my favorite restaurants and shops are in Portland, but now it is just bonkers expensive
Yeah.
to move there.
Okay.
I am in a 1-bedroom apartment right now here in the city.
Yeah.
If I was to rent the same apartment in Portland, Maine, I wouldn't be surprised if the rent price on that was $3,000 a month.
What makes it
Wow.
so expensive there?
Honestly,
Because like I get San Francisco or LA or New York or something, but like why Portland, Maine?
It's the hipsters, right?
that could be
That's
it.
Portland, Oregon, you dork.
Yeah, but
It bums
didn't
me
they?
out.
Didn't they like? There, it just blew up within the last 5 years. I say there's a lot of like good food restaurants, and
There is, but honestly, I don't
Am I wrong?
There's good food here.
There's no
great food here.
major.
Yeah.
There's no major
Skyline
teams
chili.
that I can think of. There's no.
We got the main.
Scott,
we
did
got
you
the Red
say
Claws.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
Okay. The fact that you said Skyline Chili is Cincinnati's good food. Also, please don't eat the chili here.
I wasn't
Eat it.
planning on it.
Okay.
I'm not a chili guy.
Dude, it's so
it's
good.
sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's
I don't get.
cinnamon and a little bit of chocolate.
I
in it.
can't do that.
You're not
Meat
gonna
is
like
supposed
it.
to be savory, not
Yeah,
sweet.
it's
And I'm-
runny as well.
I'm not a big fan of soups or chilies either.
It's a more soupier chili, so you will
Oh,
hate it. And then we
no.
Bro, how do
we
you
put
not
it
like
on top of
soup?
spaghetti.
Wait, how do you feel about ramen?
I've never had ramen.
Oh,
Kwan Hapa?
Kwan Hapa.
I've been to
Kwan
Kwan
Hapa.
Hapa.
Okay.
I love that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like this garlic noodle with
The okay,
You got you almost.
Yami?
You got Marcus laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's called. I think it's just called garlic noodles.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna call
get-
it garlic noodles. I'm not gonna do what he did.
And I get that with like fried chicken, like a chicken
Yeah.
tonkatsu, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And it's like the crispiest chicken nugget you've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
had.
Oh yeah.
And it's so good.
That's
it's
good
so
stuff.
good.
Corn hop is great.
Yeah.
Pho right here. Pho looking thing.
Yeah,
Is great.
pho is really good.
Yeah.
Soups, baby. I love ramen.
Yeah. I would feel like super insecure about my body after soup. Because
Really?
I hold
What?
water really easily. So
Oh.
it makes my tummy look all fat.
Oh, you just get used to it.
I didn't. It's just the sodium, I assume.
It's
right?
the sodium and
Yeah.
the water. Yeah.
Huh.
We are so off topic.
That's what makes a good podcast, in my
I feel
opinion.
this is
Oh.
the topic.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's soups.
Soups.
Welcome to Gylee and Soups.
Sponsored
Okay,
by Skyline Chili.
so yeah, the soup of chili. What? Like, so why Cincinnati? Why here as opposed to
Oh,
like,
yeah,
New York
yeah.
or somewhere else? Or
Well, I wanted to move someplace that was familiar. And I
Okay.
do actually have some family that lives out here
oh, cool. Okay.
in this area specifically.
In OTR.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. And yeah, so I thought if I had some family that lives here, I wouldn't be completely alone.
Right on.
And my mom actually used to live here.
Okay.
So she does visit quite often.
So there's family
That's nice.
ties.
Yeah. She's actually
Right
going to
on.
be visiting in like a couple of weeks.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that's cool.
How you feel about the neighborhood so far?
The neighborhood
Yeah.
I'm in, it is a bit up and coming. It is a bit sketchy.
Yeah.
I like up and coming.
We all
Yeah.
live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
It is a bit dirty. It is a bit unkempt, but
Yeah.
we're working on it.
It's called character, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's little nuggets of scary and then
Yeah.
fun and then scary and then
I live
fun.
right on the verge of scary and
Okay.
and
Because you're on
and,
McMicken, right? Or a little past it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, McMicken can be scary.
I've only had to dodge bullets 3 times, guys.
I feel like
Was
I
it on McMicken?
Yeah.
ever?
Once
Oh.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm able to dodge the scary stuff pretty easily.
Yeah, it's fine. People like it's not that scary. Like everyone kind of like has their own shit going on.
Yeah.
They're not gonna mess with you or anything like
Yeah,
that.
and I'm usually out the door of my apartment pretty early in the
Yeah.
morning because I like to work out in the morning.
Yeah.
And I kind of like try to camouflage myself almost.
Yeah.
Like I try to just dress like someone you wouldn't even see in the darkness.
Are you a ninja?
Yeah. Wait.
Are you trying to be a ninja in the morning?
Are you the scary?
A morning
thing?
ninja?
Morning ninja.
Yeah.
I have to say though, overall, I really like the homeless people we have around here, and they actually look out for you. Like if you build relationships,
Yeah, they're
Like,
pretty chill. The ones
they're-
that
they're
you
really
see
nice
regularly.
and kind.
Yeah.
And if you buy newspapers from them and stuff like that, like I've had them look out for me. Ryan's had them look out for
Yeah.
him before. Like, yeah.
So how did you discover voice acting and like that it was a thing that you wanted to do and sort of like where did that pull come from?
Well, it was a few years ago in 2019, I believe.
Okay.
And I was briefly at the University of Southern Maine. And then 2020 happened
Mm-hmm.
and everything was shut down due to the pandemic. And I was just trapped in my apartment all day, had nothing to do but play video games and watch cartoons. And I would just always find myself just repeating what the characters on screen said,
Mm-hmm.
either in the same type of voice they were using or in a completely different voice. And I would do this in front of my
So you
family.
were lonely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I made friends.
We
to
all
talk
were,
to.
though.
I know we
Yeah,
all
we all
were.
were
That wasn't a
during COVID.
judgment.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was worse because I was literally making people up. I was like, how are you today, Mr. Simmons? Hey, I'm doing pretty good today. How are you, Joe? I'm not too bad. How are you? Well, the pandemic's happening.
Is that why voice actors do this? Is just so they have people to talk to?
They're secretly schizophrenics.
Yeah.
All of them.
Oh, I believe that.
No.
Elspeth is for sure.
Aw. I love Elspeth.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of their process.
Yeah.
Just like they have a lot of time on their hands. Well, like maybe starting out.
Yeah.
And they're just developing these characters that they can like create full performances out of.
When did you like make the decision to like turn it into a career?
As soon as I got into voiceover training. As
Okay.
soon as there was a voiceover training program that that I entered.
Okay.
And as soon as the training happened, and as soon as I learned more about the industry, I was like, yeah, I'm hooked. This
Right
is
on.
what I want to do. This is my calling. This is
That's
what I was
cool.
put on the earth to do.
What was the first gig you booked?
The first one, it was a really small one. It was a really small one. And it was only like 1 or 2 lines
Yeah.
for this audio drama podcast.
Love it.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it was really early on.
Kim said, "Ooh."
I got excited.
Yeah, it was like it was called. I think the role was called the Man Slug.
Love this.
Yeah. And well, it was basically set in like a corporate office where it's actually a cult, and it's this just brainwashed guy that only speaks in like business jargon words.
Yeah.
Like what's a business jargon word? Like
Subject matter expert.
subject matter expert.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
basically it.
Yeah.
Like the chart flowing is not working right.
ROI.
Yeah.
ROI.
Circle back.
Circle back.
Let's circle back on that.
There you go.
401k. Okay. That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my very first one.
Love it.
Yeah.
So that was the man slug.
That was the Man Slug, pretty much.
It sounds like a man slug.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I didn't hear that one on your website.
No. No. Yeah. No. There's a lot of voices on there, but like that's basically just a variation of the voices I can do.
What like how do you when you're trying to find a voice
Mhm.
for a character, what's that process look like for you?
Well, basically try to put yourself in that character's shoes.
Yeah.
Like put them in the setting that they're in and figure out what emotions they would be feeling
Yeah.
and just come up with an entire backstory for them
Yeah.
that would shape them to be the way they are and in their vocal tones and their mannerisms and how they speak. So like say if it's like a fantasy setting and you have a noble hero who was like wronged at an early age. So he would have a passionate fire for vengeance and like he wants to rely on himself. So he's very serious
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to avenge the death of his family for what this demon has wrought onto him. So yeah, that's
I'm immersed.
I
Yeah.
was too until you
I
looked
was
at
there.
me.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What kind of character would you be if you were in a fantasy setting?
Ooh.
Yeah,
What kind of character would I be if I was like some little weasel dude, like
You do
a
some-
guy that's like trying to scam everybody.
Yeah.
Like a homie.
Or
I was
like a
thinking,
snake
like-
oil salesman?
Yeah, there you go. Snake oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You strike me as a
Oh.
bard like character, a musician.
Okay.
Yeah.
could
Because
see
you're
that.
a DJ.
Oh, yeah, you're a
DJ.
DJ.
Yeah.
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 There you
Or
go.
a bartender or a tavern owner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I own a bar
Exactly.
also.
Yeah. Yeah, because you bartend too.
I don't bartend. I just
Oh.
own
Just
bars.
owns a.
You just
yeah.
love drinking.
I do love drinking.
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic
Okay.
Today.
today.
Yeah.
Thanks for the today. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah.
Kim, who would you be?
Oh, goodness. I'd probably be a mom.
A mom. A fair maiden? Yeah.
You would be like
I feel like you would be a witch.
yeah, or like the,
Oh, okay.
yeah, or like the
That's cool.
assistant to the queen that like
Wait,
is
why
trying
can't
to
I be the
overthrow,
queen?
Her
overthrow
confidant?
her.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or like you're the one with the actual power.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I was give me a second. I was
Okay,
getting somewhere
sorry.
cool.
well,
Mm.
Gosh, we could never
I didn't
play
know you were
Dungeons
being
and Dragons.
nice.
Ooh. Oh, that struck a nerve.
Yeah, I know. Well, then I was thinking you'd be the DM and I would probably have a problem with that.
Yeah.
So yeah. I was like, wait, yeah.
We could have Chris be the DM.
Really?
Yeah.
He talked about D&D a lot when we were talking
Yeah,
to him
he
the other night.
loves D&D.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I think he's only done like a few off campaigns. Like he's never really.
One-offs.
Yeah. Thank
one
you.
shots.
He's
One-
played a lot. He listed a lot
For
of titles
DM.
that he's done.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's-
He's done a lot of campaigns, but as far as DMing, I don't think he's done too
Oh,
many.
he's only been a player, not a DM?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see the desire of only wanting to be a player.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
I've done
Or a
it.
lot of bullshitting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to come up with so much stuff.
Yeah, he's actually though, because he's very good at project management. So he's like the note keeper, and so he keeps track of everything that happens during like each session, which
Did I tell you
pretty impressive.
what I've been doing with my kids?
Refresh my memory.
Yeah, so we that felt weirdly condescending.
Well, I didn't want to like jump on you and be wrong.
Okay. So I record the session when I do it. Did I tell you this?
You did tell me this.
Okay. I record the session with because I'm an awful note taker.
Yeah.
And but I'll record the whole session with the kids when I play with them, and then run that through Descript, which is a transcribing AI.
Oh yeah, you did show me
heard of
that.
Descript.
And then send it to ChatGPT, and I'll have ChatGPT summarize it with notes and everything. So I have every session like good to go, and then it'll put it in like a narrative form as well. So like when I'm all done, I'll have like this like story to give the kids to be like, hey, here's what happened.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna keep it and make it like a little book for their journey.
Yeah, and we do voices.
Oh, really? You do like full on character performances?
Yeah, for sure.
What do your kids play right now?
Yeah.
What characters are they?
He's a guy is Glibberus the Great.
Wow.
He's an old man that talks like this.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then,
fools.
yeah, and then Starchy is a dragonborn paladin.
Wow.
And he doesn't really have a voice. He keeps trying it out, but it's not working. So
okay.
Yeah, but he's 10.
Dragonborns, I feel, would have a very
like gravelly deep.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or
a very reptilian style voice.
Okay.
Ooh, I like
I
that
could
one.
see that.
That was cool.
That's like a thin one though, right?
Yeah. Like, but I feel like if it's like a paladin,
Yeah,
it would be
like a.
It would be like a lot deeper.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Verging on the
Very
sound of a demon.
That was cool.
That had a little bit of Chris Metzen in it. Are you familiar with him? He
not.
does Thrall in World of Warcraft.
Thrall, I've never played World of Warcraft.
Okay. Oof.
But
You're just too young.
I'm not too
did
young for
this.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's been around as long as you have.
Yeah, but D&D found me first.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do we have a third question?
Yeah.
Somewhere in here, we're only 25 minutes in. What's been your favorite character that you voiced?
Oh, my favorite character? That's a tough one. I would say...
Or one of. It doesn't have to be the favorite.
This is a noteworthy one. I worked on a small audio drama, a short audio drama.
Okay.
And I was playing a
Isn't that like a TikTok?
No. No. This was like
Come on.
like a small audio drama.
Okay, yeah.
Or audio short story.
Got it. Okay.
And
okay.
I was playing the role of demon.
Okay.
And I think the story of it was this demon possessed a children's show, and it was compelling this little kid to do evil stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. And there were so many lines that I was doing in it.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I got to be big and scary and demonic. And in the final product, they cut most of my lines out. Yeah. So I only had like 3 lines in the entire thing.
Damn.
So yeah, but it was fun. I gotta say, the recording process was super fun.
Mm-hmm.
The end product was actually pretty fun.
How is it like sorry to interrupt, but like the recording process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like how I mean, are they just giving you sides and then you're recording, then sending back and then getting feedback? Like how are they directing you?
What I've done, we've had live directed sessions.
Okay.
So they're able to hear me on their end and I'm able to hear them on my end. So they can...
Are you using like Zencaster or something like that?
No, not like that.
Okay.
For some of you, Zoom. For some of you, like some audio sharing networks. I'm not familiar, but the big one is Source Connect.
Okay.
That's when people are able to see your audio scales and everything, so they can like
cool.
say like, oh, can you lower this a little bit on your like equipment to like make you sound a little better? Like, yeah, sure. And then they direct you.
Yeah.
They direct you like on like how to like perform how they want you to. And yeah, it's basically like that. And if they're not recording it on their end, then I can record. Then I can send them the full recording session.
Have you
He's
ever
Googling Source Connect. By the way.
Yeah.
I gotta remember that.
This is like that Source Connect is a pretty big staple for remote work for voice casting because
That's
pretty
good to
much
know.
everyone requires it.
Right on.
Really?
Yeah, and I am in super need of like really learning how it works. I'm not a tech guy. Technology.
We got an audio guy.
Oh,
We know a guy.
Yeah.
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 Shit, I lost my train of thought. I had a question.
About,
Oh, has there ever been a piece of direction that you've received that you disagreed with?
oh, interesting.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
And how did you handle that?
I would say, as far as direction goes, feedback that I didn't agree with, there hasn't been one that really stood out. There may have
Director's got to
been.
be sassier, man.
I know. I've worked with some pretty great
You're
directors. All of them have been pretty chill so far.
All right, that's good.
The
The whole voice acting community seems pretty damn chill.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. They must be having like a super fun time.
Yeah.
They're just making voices and creating cool cartoons.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like who doesn't want a job like that?
Absolutely.
You know?
Seriously.
Like
Well, dude, thanks for telling us about your career,
Yeah.
and we look forward to hearing. Do you have any games coming out that you're voicing yet? Or
no, not yet. Not
Okay.
yet. Right now
We'll
really
have to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the operative word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just really looking forward to updating my demos and some recent stuff and maybe get some new representation.
Cool.
Because there is an agency in Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
Oh, a VO agency?
Yeah. Well, like a VO agency, modeling, acting, pretty much
Okay.
everything.
Oh,
Right on.
okay.
But I think it would be wise to have
Yeah. There's a lot of commercials that shoot here, actually.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
PNG.
I think it would be
PNG, baby.
wise
Yeah.
to have an agent that you're close to.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I have agents right now in Chicago and LA.
Yeah.
And obviously I can't get there. Like I can't just drive over there and say, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
But with this one, I feel like it would be wise. Well, if they accept me.
Yeah.
Like I think it's called Heyman, but I don't think it's
Okay.
Heyman Talent Agency in Cincinnati.
Cool. Right
I'd
on.
rather it was Hey Man.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, man.
Hey Man
I
Yeah.
know.
My agent's in, our agent, I guess,
is in LA.
is in LA.
Yeah.
But I just send him news on TikTok or on Snap all the time.
Okay.
That keeps him
Yeah.
interested.
You snap him news?
Not actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I was like, what?
No.
Yeah, I think it would be really beneficial to have an agency you can just like you just know is there and you can like talk
Yeah.
to them if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on. So we chit chat on Slack a lot, though. We
Mhm.
bug each other all the time.
Yeah.
We're friends.
He's a
I mean,
good
We're
dude.
friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Why'd your voice get so high?
I don't know.
Because he's lying.
No, I just have imposter syndrome, and I never know if people likes me or not.
Oh,
You know?
Mm.
you guys are friends.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Judah, let me know if we're not friends.
He doesn't watch the podcast.
No, he doesn't. He might.
Okay, well,
We got
this is a
recognized.
test.
We got recognized.
He's calling
a
you
few
right
times
now.
Yeah,
at
that's
GDEX.
right.
He's going to call you right now just to say, no, we're not friends.
Yeah.
can see that.
He would.
all right, let's get into some gaming news.
Some gaming news.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hot take. I'm not going to talk about a Kim's pick. I'm going to talk about video games a little bit.
Who is this Kim?
This is different.
Now I'm curious about your first one.
Well, let's give you a little backstory, Joe. I don't like video games too much. I don't play them. I don't know a lot about them. So for a while on
she
the
makes
podcast,
them, but she doesn't know.
I
a lot
make
You
about
them.
work for a
them.
video game company
Yeah.
and you don't play video games?
that's actually one of the reasons I got hired. Is
It
because I
was
wasn't
actually.
opinionated
Okay.
Yeah.
on how things operated. I was like, is this need to get done or not?
Gotcha.
It'd look cool if you did this.
Oh, yeah. So you have like a non-biased opinion.
Yeah,
Correct,
basically.
Yeah.
Nah.
Switzerland,
I
as I,
can
would
see
say.
that. I see that working very well.
It has until I started doing the podcast with Chris,
Okay.
and then
So you
I
had
was
to
like,
have a Kim's pick.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was typically about murder or
Yeah.
something depressing.
It was.
okay.
It was never. It was never jovial.
You can make fun out of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to protect people, is all. Anyway, this particular article is about the interactive titles that are leaving Netflix. Has any of you?
I haven't heard.
What
of
do you mean
this.
by interactive titles? I might know what
Okay.
you mean, but I want you to just
games?
explain
Are
it
they
a bit more.
losing their games?
Yeah. So I
Games.
think.
Okay.
Well, specifically back in I think on the 22nd of October, they announced the closure of the AAA game studio, the Team Blue.
Yep.
They let go, unfortunately. Like most game studios, they
Mhm.
let go everyone there.
Yeah.
And because of that,
So you're telling me bringing
ha-
games to Netflix was a failure?
yes.
They do have an interactive movie on there.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's the same thing. They're also taking that down?
Well, so they've confirmed that 24 of the interactive shows and movies on Netflix are they're getting rid of,
No.
except for 4 of them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna-
Black Mirror is staying.
Yes.
Okay.
Bandersnatch, Unbreakable, Kimmy Schmidt, and then Wild with Bear Grylls. Those are all going to stay. And then anything else as of December 1st is gone. What was the one you did, Joe?
There was an interactive movie on Netflix that came out like last year. I played or played it, and it was like a romantic comedy.
Oh.
And I was like, wow, they should make more of these. This
I don't
is
know that
fun.
one.
You
They
can
do.
decide.
It's called a visual novel.
Yeah, you decide what guy you're going to end up with at the end.
Oh, I love this.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have to find that
Yes,
one.
I don't remember what it was called, but I think it has like that interactive thing
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Play a
Did
Dream Daddy.
you
You'll
just
love
make that up?
Yeah.
No.
Dream Daddy?
No. That's
Oh.
a real game.
What a great
Yeah.
title.
Yeah, you should play Dream Daddy too. You
Yeah,
played what was the one? Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah,
Mm.
That
love
one's
Doki
incredible.
Doki
Yeah, yeah,
Literature
yeah.
Club.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Doki
good
Doki's
interactive.
top tier.
Yeah, and
Marcus, you've played Doki Doki? Yeah.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Yeah, in
Top
that
tier.
interactive movie, I always wound up with the rock star guy.
Oh, good
Okay.
for you.
He just seemed like he had the best vibes for the group.
yeah. So you feel like you won basically playing?
Yeah. And honestly, he was the hottest.
Oh, well, then you definitely won.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the only one I've ever participated in was when they did the Black Mirror movie,
Mm.
not the TV show.
So are they not getting rid of their games?
No, they announced.
I know the AAA studio is gone. But
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it does say in this article, which I did pull from GameSpot, by the way, .com, the Tales of the Shire, Lord of the Rings game is still coming in 2025.
Okay.
So they're still going to do that. I don't know how that's going to work or if it's going to be interactive or whatever, but they're going to keep that. And everything else, they got rid of Team Blue developers and they're no longer doing AAA.
Yeah. So they are keeping all the mobile games that they have already, it looks like.
I believe so, yeah. I mean, that could change, but they already created them. It would be sad if they got rid of all of them.
Well, they didn't create them. They just licensed.
Well, they exist.
Studios
Yeah.
created them.
I stand corrected, thank you.
Yeah. Publishers don't make games. Studios make
That's
games.
very,
Mhm.
I understand, Chris.
Yeah. Got that chip on my shoulder.
Yeah. Wasn't going to say anything. Anyway, that's my news.
Love it.
Yeah.
So we've had some pretty good games to TV shows lately.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Do you watch Fallout? The Fallout series?
I didn't. My mom actually watched it.
Okay.
And she definitely doesn't play video games,
Yeah.
but she did really like it.
Yeah.
It's
But
really
I
good.
did see The Last of Us.
Oh yeah. Last of Us
Oh,
was
you
really
like
good.
that?
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever play like?
I did play a little
Okay.
bit of The Last of Us, but it came out when I was still really dumb at video games. So I reached a
Yeah,
point in
it
the
is
video game that
challenging.
would like, this boss is just too hard for me and I had to stop.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
If I
It's
played it
challenging.
now, I could probably beat it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but for right now, there was some stuff I saw in the game that I did recognize in the show, and I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was translated very, very well.
I would agree with that.
Mhm.
Dude, one of the best episodes of television ever is in that show. In
That was
Last
the
of
one with
Us.
Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was super sad.
Yeah.
Which was completely just separate from the game. I just
Yeah.
love that they did
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I like when they can like add to the medium and it
Yeah.
still maintains sort of the spirit of the game
Yeah.
in a good way.
Right.
Like, Fallout's that way, right? Like,
Oh,
The Fallout
100%.
series-
Yeah, they're building out more
yeah,
characters.
they're just living in the world. They're not
Yeah.
necessarily, like you're not taking the game beat by beat, which I think
Correct.
is cool. So to that end, Amazon is working on a Mass Effect TV series.
Mm.
Oh.
Mass Effect 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Commander Shepard's a gem. Female Commander Shepard,
A gem.
not male Shep.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone plays female Shep.
Aren't they on Amazon? Aren't they also making like a God of War's show?
Oh, could
I feel
be.
Like I feel
I
like
don't
I've
know.
heard that.
Marcus is saying yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Marcus
our
is our
expert is saying
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
he's our fact checker.
Okay.
He knows instantly.
Gotcha.
He does. We don't even need Siri. We just have Marcus.
Yep. Hey, Marcus.
Yeah, I feel like that's more relatable to, because like, who do you know that's named Siri?
So the the one, hey Marcus,
And that's what you say. Yeah.
The one concern that I have about this is the
Yeah.
guy that's producing it is Avi Arad, who his most recent games to television/movies have been Borderlands,
Oh.
Uncharted,
Oh.
and Ghost in the Shell.
No.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
That's 3 strikes.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
hopefully we'll see how it goes. I don't know, like space TV shows, I feel like are really difficult to do.
Isn't Borderlands a
Yes.
space? related?
Borderlands is like
Doesn't it take place?
like end
like
of
a
the
wasteland,
world. Yeah.
type situation.
Yeah.
Um,
Isn't that like what the worst movie of 2024? Borderlands?
Oh, it could be.
I don't know that, but the video game was baller, and I never watched the movie because it didn't do well, but I was like super excited. Like I didn't think you could mess it up.
Yeah,
So
and they did.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good list
I
of,
agree.
of stellar
Yeah.
translations. So we'll see.
It's really hard to make a good video game movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Or TV show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we've seen that it's been
It's been successful.
I was just gonna say, Amazon's also doing that solo level or whatever it is,
Mhm.
the anthology.
Oh yeah, the video game of all the different video game.
Isn't that
worlds
the
and
one that
Wait,
has God of
what?
War in it?
It has there's actually a full length actual show for God of War.
Oh,
Coming out.
okay.
Works.
stuff? Okay.
I can't remember if it's Amazon.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
But then there is going to be a God of War episode in the anthology.
Gotcha.
Right on.
That
Gotcha.
sounds cool. I like
yeah,
that.
that looks really cool.
I
That's
hope they
looking
get the
amazing.
actor who plays Kratos in the video games to play Kratos in the show.
I mean,
You know
that
what
would
I'm
be
talking about,
amazing.
Marcus?
Yeah,
always-
yeah, he's
Yeah.
great.
Do you think
He's
he would make a
giant.
great live action Kratos? Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he looks.
Marcus gets it.
He looks like him. But yeah, so the problem that I have with or what concerns me is Halo
Mm.
is very similar to Mass Effect in the sense that it's a space, exploration thing.
Yeah, the art is similar. If I can,
Sorta, yeah.
I'm
And
thinking of it.
that show is trash, like absolute garbage. So
Oh, wasn't it on Paramount or Peacock
it was
or something?
Paramount.
Yeah, I think
Paramount Plus.
I never watched it. I feel like because it was on something that people don't stream normally, it just didn't get a lot of traction.
I have
That
Paramount
was my
Plus.
hot take. Okay.
I didn't
bad.
watch it.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. I didn't either, but I didn't have any desire to.
The only show I liked on Paramount Plus was a show called Players. And
Mm.
it got canceled, but then they fully took it offline completely.
I know what you're talking about. I had
About
to search.
esports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's so fucking funny.
and they only made one season, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I think if you search the World Wide Web, you can find it though.
The World Wide Web?
The World Wide Web.
Okay.
You guys ever heard of the show on Paramount Plus, Tulsa King?
I'm not.
You
Yes.
haven't? You have?
But I haven't watched it.
It's a great show.
Sylvester Stallone,
Sylvester
right?
Stallone, yeah. He plays a mob boss that
Okay.
is released from prison after 25 years.
Oh.
And the New York Mafia sends him off to Tulsa because they don't want to deal with this old mobster anymore.
Oh.
And he just basically builds a mafia in Tulsa. And he's dealing with a bunch
Well, that's
of bunch
Sort
of
of like
stuff there.
Breaking Bad type shit?
Kind of a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with Sylvester Stallone. And it's
All
it's
right.
very good. It's in its
Interesting.
second season right now. I'm pretty sure the second season is almost over. But yeah, it's pretty great.
Dude, Tulsa King.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a good rec.
Kim, I found something out today.
I'm intrigued.
So, Gabe Newell. he's-
Gaben?
Yeah.
That's his full name?
No, we just call him Gaben.
Oh.
Yeah. It's.
I didn't
Does he
know
call himself Gaben even? I don't know. The internet calls him Gaben.
that. Okay.
He's the guy that created Steam
Okay. I just didn't really.
and the guy that created Half-Life
Mm.
as well and Valve and
the things we love.
some of the best games that have ever been made.
Yeah.
So Gaben did not know this, has literally an armada of luxury yachts that just circle the world.
An armada.
An
Yeah,
Armada.
valued at $1 billion.
Are you
Just as
serious?
yachts. Just as yachts.
How
What-
many yachts is an Armada?
Yeah, thank you. I literally was just
Okay.
going to ask that.
I feel like an Armada would be 100, but I feel like it
Oh
would
my
be
God, I
less.
was going 5 and up.
So with
100?
he has he's got a 258-foot yacht with 2 support vessels that go
Wow.
with it. He's got another 220-foot vessel, and that's a full-fledged hospital
Okay.
that travels with him.
So does he live on
Right.
these yachts?
What? Why?
I don't. And then he has another 300-foot luxury yacht as well. So there's like 6 or 7. Seems
6 or 7.
like
Okay.
dude's worth $10 billion by this point.
Wow.
Also, which is wild.
That's amazing.
There is something so wonderful. Oh, he retrofitted one of his yachts into a hospital when COVID was happening.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
He lived on
So
the
he-
sea during
did
COVID.
he share the wealth, or was that just for him and his people? Like if somebody,
I don't know.
He had
Okay.
these. He has
He's
these yachts
mysterious.
for a long time before COVID.
I mean, yeah. I mean, 5 years isn't. I don't know. I don't. It
5 years is like when COVID almost happened at this point.
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't say. In total, he has 6 yachts valued at nearly
Armada.
$1 billion.
I was thinking of like an army's armada, like
Yeah.
the Spanish
Oh,
armada.
I see.
They had like 500 ships.
Although 6 yachts is fucking wild.
That's
That is
insane.
at those size. That's
too
pretty
many.
pretty big.
Yeah.
And there's something like wonderful in my brain about him running around as like a high class pirate.
Yeah. Or like someone to like get.
I'm
affected
here
by
for it, but
pirates.
it's real life, and I'm like, do you need that, sir?
I feel like
Is
I would
that-
get super bored on those boats. On
Yeah,
those
how do you
yachts.
get to the other yachts?
Yeah. Do you have to jump?
You have like a
Maybe it's like a
little mini
treehouse
boat.
situation where they're like all together.
has
and, like,
trampolines
little rope
on one
ladders.
side.
Yeah.
And he jumps. That I can get on board with.
Yeah. Oh, pun intended.
Pun very intended.
One guy on one yacht. Marco, Gabe, Polo.
Like if you really need the hospital yacht, and it's like 3 yachts behind you.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like, oh god, like,
fuck.
gotta go to the hospital yacht with a broken leg.
Gotta swim.
I mean, he probably. I would say you would have to employ like
Yeah, I
a
just
couple
saw.
hundred people, right?
Yeah,
Those
helicopter. That makes sense. If there's like a helicopter pad and there's
yachts, I feel, are very complicated to maintain.
I don't.
Because you got engine maintenance. You
Oh,
got,
yeah, all
like,
all the workers
you
that
got the side
need,
maintenance.
yeah.
You don't want it to get barnacles. You know.
You don't want it to get barnacles. That's very
I love
true.
that he's just sailing around playing video games. There's something wonderful about that.
It seems a little unnecessary,
Yeah.
It seems a lot unnecessary.
but
And
this
in
is
excess.
a fun fact, though, that I would have never known. So thank you.
Because
for
any
sharing.
little tidbit you get about Gabe is like priceless. Because
Oh, really?
we don't know shit about him.
Mhm.
Like we don't
Oh,
know anything
seriously?
about him.
Yeah.
I thought Marcus was going to have more.
Yeah.
He's like one of those like.
I think the last time he had an interview was when they announced like the Steam Deck.
Yeah,
Like that
Oh
was
my
the last
God.
time he was like on camera.
That was like
Yeah.
3 years
So he's a
ago.
video game recluse.
I think
Guess
he's
so.
just a recluse. Might not be the right word, but like
Yeah.
he's just pirating. He's busy pirating.
I like
Pirating.
pirating better.
Yeah,
What would be his pirate name?
like Gaben, right?
Gabe and I would assume.
Captain Gavin.
Captain. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Captain Gaben.
Captain Gavin.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna live in my brain rent free. I just want you to know that.
Captain
Okay.
Gavin.
The whole thing.
The whole.
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey
The
Joe,
hospital, everything. Oh no.
I got a question for you.
I gotta
What
go.
is it?
What happens if you let them shenan once?
What happens?
They shenan again.
I did appreciate Joel and Ryan's response to that
They were
question.
so
They
sick of it.
they were spot on with their responses.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Chris, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What do you call a what? What do you call a belt that's made of clocks?
What do you call a belt that's made of cloth?
A waste of time.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Speaking of waste of time, Kim, what shenanigans have you been
Oh
up
my
to?
God. That hurt my heart a little bit.
I know. I just needed the segue though. It was worth it for the segue.
Okay, but I'm not a waste of time.
It was a good segue.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. My shenanigan is going to be tomorrow because I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been on a date night in a while, and my
Oh.
husband and I are going to go out to my favorite bar in Cincinnati.
What's your favorite bar in Cincinnati?
Do you remember?
Nope. Oh, Mid City? No.
That's a good one. It's the bar in the Netherland Plaza.
Oh
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just really old timey and pretty and nice, and they make
it is very pretty. It's a
Yeah.
very very pretty bar, and they have like food and stuff in there now too.
They have food
a
and
full
it's good
menu and-
food.
yeah.
Yeah. You can sit down in the restaurant again, but it's not like a full restaurant, I
Yeah.
guess. But it's really nice.
Just going to the bar?
Yeah.
It looks like something out of 1989's Batman.
I feel like it's like The Shining a little bit. Like that part.
Yeah, it has the Shining vibes too.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Like I would love to go someplace that is haunted.
It's definitely haunted.
It definitely feels haunted. And there's always like live music too, which kind of adds to it, I feel like. You know, like a little creepy vibe.
Also, if you ever want to stay at a haunted hotel, Symphony Hotel across the street from Music Hall is haunted as fuck.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you guys had experiences there?
I've not had experiences
really?
there. But
I was literally there last week. I didn't feel any hauntings.
Yeah. Look it up.
I used to be scared of ghosts, but now I'm like, why are they so scary?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, I feel like I can I feel like if a ghost, like, if I saw a ghost, I would just want to beat it up.
That's pretty violent, though.
That is violent.
Yeah, but like,
what did it do to you?
Well, it tried to scare me.
Oh.
It doesn't know that it's trying to scare you, though.
Yeah.
How do you know what it knows?
What if it's like a scary looking ghost?
I just be like,
You're like,
This is a fun conversation. Segueing over to anybody else that has shenanigans.
Joe, what have you been up to, man?
Oh, well, I had a busy day today, actually. I got up early. I went to the gym. I worked out. And then I had to get back to my apartment because I had a voice rehearsal session.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I'm preparing to record some new animation demos this week.
Yay.
On Sunday. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I had my voice rehearsals with my aunt.
Okay.
My aunt, Carrie Petrello. She's actually an actor as well.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. She's really helpful. She's a great actor. You guys have seen the movie Joker, right?
Yeah.
This is one of her more notable roles. She played Martha Wayne in The Joker.
Oh, cool.
I'll have to look that up.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's super cool.
Yeah. She's been in a bunch of stuff. And she was gracious enough to help me with my voice rehearsal, just to make sure everything's sounding great, give me some notes, make everything sound better. Really appreciate that.
Yeah. And we all need people like that to help us out. Yeah.
Very
cool.
So yeah, the demo recording's happening this Sunday, November 10th.
Okay.
And I'm really looking forward to it.
Nice.
I'm going to be recording at Monogold Studios. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
That's the place that Holly went to as well,
It is.
right? Okay.
It is.
Yeah,
that's where she recorded her audiobook.
Yeah.
Guys, people there, super nice, very chill. They're looking forward to having me there. And we're going to have, I know we're going to have a lot of fun because they expressed like a lot of like cool ideas that I really liked that they can put on the demo. Yeah.
Anything else? Any other shenanigans happening?
This is a shenan that I want to happen.
Okay.
I really want to go to the Cincinnati Zoo.
Yeah, you haven't been yet.
I haven't been there yet.
It's great.
It is.
Yeah,
really great.
do it while it's still nice out.
Exactly. I do want to do it before it gets cold.
Yeah.
Although when it gets cold,
Actually,
they have the Festival of Lights, and that's also nice.
Someone just told me about the Festival of Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not really there for any festivities. I'm just there for the animals.
Right on.
Yeah. I just want to see some cool-ass animals. I want to see a tiger. I want to see a hippo. I want to see a kangaroo.
They got a hippo. They got a couple hippos.
Yeah. I'm assuming we have... Oh, we have kangaroos. I saw a kangaroo last night.
Kangaroos, you can go. You can walk up to the kangaroos.
No way.
Yeah, they're like in the
They would
walk
punch
in
you
there
if they see you as a threat.
Yeah.
I just thought they just
They
punched
have a little
things.
trail that you can walk on, and the
Well, they don't
kangaroos are
just
just
punch.
like
They
out.
also kick.
Oh, Jesus.
They also
Well, I'm
kick.
not doing that then.
No, it's great. It was
Sounds
Kangaroos,
scary.
very social, very curious animals.
Yeah.
And punch and kick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if they see you as a threat,
Okay.
Just don't be a threat. I mean, you're a threat.
I'm a threat.
Yeah.
just act
I'd
small
rather
around them.
Just touch a sloth.
Okay.
I also really like sloths.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Yeah, when my mom comes to visit, I want to go to the Cincinnati Zoo.
I think that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
And the weather is perfect right now.
The aquarium's pretty dope too.
Aquarium. I would want to go to the aquarium.
And the
too.
penguins.
Yeah.
Penguins.
You can hang out with penguins.
And you
I
can
would
pet
love
them.
to. Have you guys seen this YouTube video? You probably haven't, but there's this video of a baby emperor penguin being put on a scale, and it just acts like a little 3-year-old kid. And it's the size of a 3-year-old kid. It's constantly trying to run away from the person trying to weigh it.
Oh
it
my
just,
God.
It's just like a curious kid that just wants to run out and play.
God, I love
After a
penguins.
couple seconds, it just looks down and is like, what am I doing? And it just tries to run off again. It literally,
I'm going to find this video. That
it
sounds
looks like a
adorable.
3-year-old in a bird costume. It is so
Aw.
freaking cool. And the penguin is just super cute.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't had a podcast in a while. So I actually have
You got
stuff that I've
tons of
done.
shenanigans?
Not tons, but like
Shenanigans all over the
I don't
place.
have to. That's disgusting. I don't have to look.
Yeah, we can cut that out in post, right?
Nope.
Marcus?
Leave that in.
No, leave it in.
I don't have to look forward. I can look behind and see my shenanigans.
Okay. What's your behind?
Last night, I don't have much of a behind, dude. Nerdy white dude. Last night, so Ryan had recommended this, and I think this was one of his shenanigans, like talking about doing it or like going to do it.
Yeah,
So I did it last night.
Yeah.
So it's called the app is called Time Left, and
Time Left?
Time Left,
Okay.
and you get matched up with 5 other strangers, and you go to dinner together with 5 strangers.
And they pick the place and tell you when to show up,
They do all of it. They're like, and you don't know till you know where you're going for dinner the day. Well, you learn something about each person the day before,
Oh.
and then you figure out where you're going to dinner at 9 a.m. that morning. And then there's like an after party, and they tell you the after party in the app while you're at dinner.
That's cool.
Yeah. Super cool. The people that I met were wonderful. Like all incredibly delightful people. This is fucking not for me.
Why not?
6 people is too many people. Like I am what I've learned, and I think this is an ADHD thing. This is an actual ADHD symptom, I believe, is like I can't do chit chat. I don't like chit chat.
Yeah.
And and I don't like that many people talking and then trying to talk over each other, and then like it. So I just my preference is absolutely one-on-one with people.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like a couple other people is fine.
Yeah.
But if it's like especially like a dinner thing,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of talking while I'm eating.
Okay.
So,
okay.
but the exception is Thanksgiving.
Sure.
And Christmas.
Yeah.
But other than that, I like to just focus on my food.
Focus on my food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that.
So you're not going to do that again?
I don't think so. I might, but I don't. Like I might give it another shot, but I don't think so. And I
you
had so
go
much
to-
anxiety the whole time too.
Like up
Yeah.
to it, during it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because these
All
people
of
are
the
still
above.
strangers.
They're strangers.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're getting into. I have a hard time with like new environments. Like it was a restaurant that I had never been to before.
What
Yeah.
was it?
Butcher and Barrel, I think's
Ooh.
the name. It was amazing.
I don't know
Okay.
this.
Is that a
Where
barbecue
this?
place?
Yeah.
No, it's like an Argentinian
Oh,
like,
okay.
Oh, shit.
carnivore place.
Oh, okay.
And it was it's on 7th Street, 7th and Raced.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Not
see
far
it.
at all.
Yeah, I need to go down
It was
that
really,
area more.
really, 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 really
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I had the
Well,
short
that's
rib
fun.
with gnocchi, and it was
I love
incredible.
Ooh.
Wait, did you go to the after thing?
Yeah, that was at Cobblestone.
Okay, I love cobblestone.
Yeah, which was chill. And then there was another one, but I was like, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'd be
I
done after
bounced.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. If you I do recommend everyone try it. Like it's an interesting experience for sure, and like definitely made a couple friends out of it. But like the experience itself for me personally, it was like I don't. It was too anxiety
I understand that completely.
inducing.
But it's hard to find friends or make friends, I should say.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think I've heard this expression lately, but like an individual date or like a self date?
Oh, with just like
Yeah.
going out by yourself.
Going out by yourself and doing some things maybe you wouldn't normally do, or just doing the things that you really like doing just
Yeah.
for a little part of the day. And then you just like feel super happy about yourself.
I
you
love
did
that.
something.
Yeah.
My problem is if I go out and start bouncing around OTR, I will not be alone for very long.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's how you also meet people too. If you just go out and
Yeah.
just
Oh, these are
if
no,
you
there's just people he knows.
yeah.
Oh, you're just
Yeah.
constantly bumping
just
around
run
people
into
you know.
somebody.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how we were introduced.
Yeah.
We literally bumped into each other on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, "Are you Chris Bergman?" I
Yeah.
was like, yeah. I'm a goofy looking dude. It's
I
fine.
wasn't going to say it. I just
only
like,
I'm memorable.
you're memorable.
I saw your picture on an email on my phone,
Yeah.
and I was like, as you walked by, I was like, that guy looks very familiar.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
did you say, oh, wait, can you do this pose? Because then your email pose.
Yeah, I thought about doing it. I thought about holding up the picture as I was looking at
Yeah.
it,
You're such an asshole.
but like,
You
no.
try to knock me down every chance.
Did
I'm
you-
over here being all vulnerable and shit.
Oh, are you?
And you're just
I'm
like
sorry.
Yeah.
bullying.
Mm.
I don't think that was that. Did you have more shenanigans, sir?
Yeah, I made a predator costume for my son.
Wow.
It's actually
I can't show it to you
because your phone's up. Yeah.
Okay.
So dope.
So 3D printed it, and then assembled it. Did a lot of. I learned how to plastic weld.
How's that work?
Which is cool because with bigger pieces. So I had this big chest piece that was made, and our 3D printer is only like that big, right? And so it ended up being like 6 different parts,
Mhm.
and like gluing those together, it's like too much surface area to glue
Yeah.
well. And so what you do is you actually like you tape them together, and then on the inside you use a soldering iron and you melt plastic from one piece to the other, and you literally weld it
Oh.
together.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it was like, learned a lot of new like tricks because I had never done anything like at this
Yeah.
level. I probably put 100 hours in this fucking costume.
That's
I
like
believe it.
high level
That's it.
cosplay.
Oh yeah. I'll show it to you.
And next year it won't fit him.
of course not.
No.
But it's fine. Really proud of the helmet. The helmet turned out really
It
really
looked
cool.
really good with the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was really proud of it. But it was great. It was a big hit
Yeah.
on Halloween for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Deadpool
so that was
looked
my
good
shenanigan.
too. Shut up.
Deadpool looked good too.
Yeah.
But that was just like adding some pieces to
That's fair.
a pre-built costume.
Okay.
So. But yeah, Kim.
Yes.
Actually, Joe, let's start with you.
Okay.
Good call.
What are some recommendations that you would have for our vast audience? Any particular pieces of entertainment you think that they would enjoy that maybe they haven't heard
Ooh.
of?
Well, I already mentioned Tulsa King.
Yeah.
It's a great show. I'm also going to say I'm watching this right now. The Legend of Vox Machina.
Yeah.
It's a
Critical Role.
Critical
right?
Role, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about their first campaign series that they ever did. And it is super cool. It is super fun. It's funny. It's violent in the best way possible. The story is great.
I heard you have to get through like the first 3 episodes before it really picks up.
It does have a slow build. It does have a little bit of a slow build up,
Yeah.
but it gets like very, very cinematic, very fast after that.
Cool.
And it's in its 3rd season right now.
Wow.
Right on.
It's in its 3rd season right now. Yeah, it's very good.
Netflix?
It's on Amazon Prime,
Okay.
Prime Video.
Yeah.
And I would also recommend What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows.
Great.
Yeah. Vampire show. Love
Oh
it.
yeah. It's
Super
so
funny.
good. So good.
Do you watch it, Chris?
Saw the movie?
You saw the movie, but not the show?
The
Yeah.
movie is very different than a TV show.
I would
Yeah.
say the movie inspired the show.
Yes, 1,000%.
Okay. Yeah.
So the movie is good, but the TV show is so much better.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like there's more of it, and
Right.
it does have that time to really build it up and really figure out the lane it should be in.
Do you
want to
give a quick summary of what it is?
Yeah. It's basically like the show or
Yeah.
the movie. Okay. The show is basically set in modern day New York City, Staten Island to be specific. And it's this house, this small coven of vampires that are really old. And they're basically living like it's still 1500 in modern day New York City. And they're just.
And hijinks.
And hijinks, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're basically just living how they would normally do, except in modern day New York City. And they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything. That's the thing. And that's why it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like they had all this time in the world to like do anything they wanted,
Yeah.
but they're still stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
Like there's this one character.
They're like
Laszlo.
neurotic, right? Like
It's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
neurotic. It's very erotic.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay.
And,
Oh, all right.
Like there's this one character, Laszlo.
Okay.
He's like super funny, and he's like this
Dude,
1800s gentleman.
Yeah.
He's like this 1800s gentleman, and he's super funny because of the way he pronounces New York City. The way he pronounces New York City. My favorite line in the entire show was, "You really are the most devious bastard in New York City." Yeah,
That's isn't that what's his name? The actor.
I forget his
I
name.
can't remember
His
his
name.
name either.
There's also my favorite episode in that show was when you haven't seen the show, right?
No.
Okay, well, it's not really a spoiler, but Mark Hamill guest stars in one of
Oh,
the
wow.
episodes.
That's like the first season?
It's like the first or second season,
Okay.
and Laszlo has to go into hiding because this is a bad guy vampire, like he's enemies with, and his disguise was him putting on a pair of jeans and a toothpick, and he goes by the name Jackie Daytona. That's the only thing. He doesn't change his voice or anything, and he goes to Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, and he says Tucson, Arizona.
This is how everyone speaks from Tucson, Arizona.
That's good.
That's just the funniest thing.
Also, your recommendation as well, huh?
Yeah, because
Oh, I'm sorry, I
No,
took
no,
it
we
from
can be
you.
the same because
Okay.
I'm on the
What a
final
coincidence.
season,
Yeah.
season 6, which you're not on yet.
I haven't started it yet. I'm finishing up Vox Machina first.
That's fair. I have to say the final season is the best season. And one little caveat to add what it's about is that it's like a more of a mockumentary. There's a documentary crew that follows them along.
They even reference them sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they reference them, and sometimes it's like they don't exist, but you're just following them along with.
So it's The Office with vampires.
Exactly. Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, because sometimes they'll like look at the camera, and then sometimes they won't acknowledge it, and it's super funny.
I got my mom a shirt for Christmas one year, and it's a reference to the show. And when they were invited to a Super Bowl party, but they thought it was a superb owl party.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like we have been invited to a superb owl party.
Yeah.
What's so superior about this owl? Does he do card tricks? Can he read minds? And it was like just a picture of an owl on like a stack of books.
That's great.
It's great. My husband and I are also watching The Penguin. Aren't you watching that?
I haven't watched it yet.
That's another show I need to watch.
So
Another
good.
show? Yeah.
It's so good.
What if you didn't like the Batman? I didn't even finish it. I've tried 3 times to finish the Batman.
That's like my new favorite Batman movie.
Yeah.
Right now.
Can't do it. I don't know why.
I did like it. Why didn't you like it?
It's so slow.
It's a detective story. It's a mystery.
And Batman is a detective, and I feel like they really don't treat him like a detective like they should.
He's the world's greatest detective.
Dude, yeah, I'm for that. I'm for all that.
This is in his early career. I know a lot about Batman. I'm a huge comic book nerd.
Yeah.
And this is set in like the early days of Batman when he still has a rough relationship with the police. How they still see him as a vigilante and not a hero that they can trust.
I don't like that version of Batman, man. I like old ass Batman. But
Yeah. I do like a veteran Batman.
Yeah.
I get it. You don't have to. There's a dog outside. You don't have to. That movie has nothing to do with this TV show. It is specifically about the Penguin and his.
I heard they're doing a Joker one too.
Really?
I
With
would
Barry
totally watch
Keoghan?
that.
Is that
Keoghan?
Yeah.
he's Joker.
Because he was in the. Wait, spoiler? Spoiler?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah. I did see that though. I did see that spoiler.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Cool. The Penguin.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. What do you got? Recommendation?
Yeah. Big one. Big recommendation.
Big one? Oh God.
Dragon Age Veilguard is fucking awesome.
Ooh.
Like there are a lot of people that are talking shit about this game. I don't know what they're talking about because the game that I'm playing is so fun. It is a full return to form for BioWare. So for those that may not know, Dragon Age is a franchise, a BioWare franchise. They also make Mass Effect. BioWare is known for making games where conversations really drive the narrative. You can make different choices. You have relationships with different characters. You sort of assemble a team.
Oh.
And this is like I'm having so much fun with it. What I love about it in particular is it's like a streamlined version of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Like I love Baldur's Gate 3 was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of the best games ever made, if not the best game ever made. And it's like, it's great, but it's a lot. And a lot of choice. And and this is an action RPG and so you can kind of like kick back a lot more. And it's been like by far, like I'm just having so much fun with it, dude. Love the characters. Love the plot, the narrative of it all. It's great.
Yeah. It's like a simplified version of Baldur's Gate?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, I don't know if that's a great way to describe it, but it you know, there's a lot of choices to make, but you can't like do literally everything on the planet the way you can with Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just I haven't played like a good narrative-driven game in a long time, and this one's really good.
That's cool. And you said some people don't like it? I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's the internet, man.
It's probably because they're comparing it to Baldur's Gate. Those are like the Baldur's Gate 3 diehard fans.
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah. I mean, you really can't. There's such different games.
Yeah.
Like they're both fantasy and they're both RPGs, but they're very different games. But like, a lot of people have a lot of Dragon Age fans are having a hard time with it. I didn't hold myself too closely to that. To the stories of the previous Dragon Age games. So like it doesn't bother me too much.
That makes sense.
I'm just enjoying being in the world and like bouncing around. It is a game that like really opens up after like 10, 15 hours though. So
shoot.
Like the first
really
10, 15 are like a lot slower and yeah. But I'm enjoying the combat so much that like it doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
A lot of fun.
How many hours are you in?
I don't probably like 10 or so.
Oh, okay.
How many hours do you play this game at one time?
Just like one or two.
One or two? Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of time. Is the
Yeah.
downside, especially for games.
How
I
many
know we
pee
make
breaks
games,
do you
but
take?
Probably like 8 or 9.
In a
Oh,
1 to 2
yeah.
hour sesh?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
I believe it.
Gotta make sure you're
Goddamn,
hydrated.
bullying again.
That was a legit question. How's that bullying?
She's just worried
Oh.
about your health, man.
yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna have to apologize to me for being so mean one day.
I'm sorry, Chris.
We can cut that all out in post, right?
Joe, where can people follow you online?
You can follow me at Joseph Almgren VO on Insta, or you can follow me on my way to the gym in the morning.
Okay.
You want people to follow you on the way to the gym?
Nope.
Okay.
I regretted that. We can cut that out, right?
I do know where you gym at, though.
Yeah. So you can follow me
Is
on
it
my
the,
way to the
are
gym.
you at the CrossFit one?
No, not
Or
the CrossFit one.
okay.
CrossFit is not for me. I'm at the Y.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Or up that way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right on.
We have the same gym, although I don't gym a lot.
You don't gym a lot, but where can people follow you online?
Nowhere. Thank you. Please
Okay.
don't follow me.
Okay, great. You can follow me at Bergs Makes Games on Insta, and of course, follow at Gylee Games everywhere. Tell your friends about the podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Smash the buttons, things.
Smash it.
Yeah,
That was good.
and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.